Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this episode, we're going to be looking at the Lost Wings album. Hello, and thank you once again for joining me on my YouTube channel. As I said, in this episode, we're going to be looking at the Lost Wings albums. And I thought this would be quite an interesting subject because although we know there's two Lost Wings albums, which are quite commonly available and people know all about them, I've been thinking there could be some more. Now, I think, and this is only my opinion, it's not fact, but it's my opinion, that there are actually four Lost Wings albums. The first one is totally lost. We're never, ever, ever going to see it. Back in 73, the 8th of August, actually, 73, Paul, Linda and Denny decided to fly out to Lagos in Nigeria to use one of EMI studios in a far-flung corner of the world. They thought it would make a bit of a difference maybe to the sound that they were looking for. So they flew out to Lagos. Unfortunately, Henry McCulloch and Denny Sywell, also in the band at the time, decided not to go. They'd already quit. So while they're out there recording and just rehearsing and running through some songs, shock horror, Paul gets robbed. And basically they steal the money, they steal like Linda's handbag, they steal his wallet and all this. But they also steal a bag full of lyrics, songs, and more importantly, cassettes of what the band had been working on for Band on the Run before they actually set out to record the final album. So obviously we've got tracks there which may or may not have appeared on the album. I don't believe Paul's ever actually said what tracks they are, but obviously they must have been stuff that some of it has come out on the album, and I can imagine there probably isn't. So for my first candidate for a Lost Wings album is Band on the Run, but the tapes that got stolen. A bit like Broad Street, if you ask me. I wonder if that's where he got the idea from. Anyway, yeah, so the original Band on the Run, probably with all the demos, different versions of the songs that they were running through at the time. So that's my first Lost Wings album. Let me know if you agree or not, but I think that's pretty conclusive evidence that that could have been a different album to what we actually got. So yeah, so that's number one. Okay, and obviously I haven't got anything to show you because other than a Band on the Run, and I'm sure you've all seen them before. But yeah, obviously no one's seen these tapes. They've probably been chucked there in a landfill somewhere out in Lagos for nigh 50 years. So yeah, that one we're never going to hear. The next one, however, we can hear. You can hear it on Spotify. I think you can even go and buy it. And this is one of the most common ones that when people talk about Lost Beatles albums, it's this one here. This is the McGear album. It's from Mike McGear, and which is Paul's brother. Now, the story is, I'll show you again, there it is. So I made some notes here. So this was released on the 24th of September in 74, only a year after Paul got robbed. And the lineup consists of Mike singing lead vocals, Mike McCartney, or McGear as he was then. You've got Paul playing bass, so I'm reading off a cue sheet here, bass, guitar, keyboards, piano and synth, as well as backing vocals. You've got Linda on a Moog, on keyboards, percussion, and also backing vocals. You've got Denny Lane on guitar and backing vocals. You've got Jimmy McCulloch on guitar and Denny Sywell on drums. You've got Wings backing Paul McCartney's brother. How fantastic. So I think we can safely say that this is a Lost Wings album. It was reissued, as you can see. This is the reissued copy here. Still open because I do listen to it on Spotify, I must confess. However, if you look here, there is some clues to who's on the album, because in the top corner here there are pictures of the band. So yeah, and this is Mike McCartney sort of being strapped down like in Gulliver's Travels. So there we go. So that's the 74 album. So you can now buy it. It's been reissued on CD and on vinyl. So that's the second Lost Wings album. Again, let me know if you think I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure most people would call this a Wings album. Next up, moving on now, 3 years, to the 6th of May 1977, when this album got released. Now, I'm pretty sure this is also up there on people's lists of Lost Wings albums. This is Denny Lane's album called Holidays, and it's a whole album of cover tracks of Buddy Holly stuff. So it's Paul and Linda and Denny up in Paul's farm in Rude Studios up in Scotland, and and they're just recording lots of Buddy Holly tracks. That's the back of the cover, and then inside, fantastic inside. It's almost like a Band on the Run style poster. Lots of photos of the band up in Scotland, just sort of generally goofing around and recording the album. To call this a well-produced album, probably not. It's a great album to listen to, and it's very rough, it's very ready, very raw, I mean, and but it's a Wings album under Denny Lane. So, Lost Wings album, number 3. Hard to find these days. You might be able to find it on YouTube or Spotify, but an original here is quite hard to find. And I might as well show you inside it. As you can see, there's a little hype sticker there, and it says "Win a holiday for 2." And check it out if you actually find an original one, because that's what the competition looks like. And basically, you had to describe in not more than 100 words your special holiday anecdote, and they would send you and another person for a holiday for 2 in any part of Europe to an advertised price of £400 plus £100 spending money. The holiday of your choice must be booked by EMI and taken up by the 1st of February 1978. And then there was 50 runner-up prizes of Wings albums. So you've got McCartney, not a Wings album. Red Rose Speedway, Ram, not a Wings album. Band on the Run, Wings at the Speed of Sound, and you have to choose your preferences when you fill the form in. So if you have got an original one, or if you see one in a shop, just check to see if it has the competition in there. It's a little bit of something extra, isn't it? So there we are. So yeah, that's my third choice. Now you're possibly saying, what more could there possibly be? Wings goes through many lineups, and throughout that time they've all recorded tracks that have been on B-sides of singles, unreleased tracks, and some of these tracks have Linda singing lead vocals. So my contender for the 4th Lost Wings album is this little beauty, released in 1998 in memory of Linda, a posthumous release. It's basically, Paul has put Linda's vocal tracks, so any track that she's sung on that he thinks is worthy of going on an album is on here. And I have to say, all you detractors out there who don't like Linda's voice, I think these tracks are really good. Okay, there might be a couple on there that I think maybe it's not for me. Things like Cow, I'm not a big fan of that one. But there are tracks on here. There's a 16-track album, and out of those 16 tracks, I've counted 7 that are Lost Wings tracks. So I'm counting this as a Lost Wings album, just to run through the tracks. So I'll show you the back of the cover. There it is. Nice picture of Paul and Linda. So, to run through, the first track is Wild Prairie. It's the title track of the album, and it's also track number 1. And that has Paul McCartney, Linda McCartney, Denny Lane, and Jimmy McCulloch all singing on this track. It's a Wings track. The second one up is New Orleans. It's got Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney, Denny Lane, and Joe English. A Wings track. Number 3, Love's Full Glory. This is obviously from latter Wings, but it's got Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney and Lawrence Juba. Wings. Number 4 on here I found was I Get Up, and that's got Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney, Denny Laine and Jimmy McCulloch. Wings. The 5th one was Seaside Woman, which has been out lots of times, and I'm sure most of you will be au fait with it. So it's got Linda, Paul, Denny Laine, Henry McCulloch and Denny Sywell. Wings. The next one, Oriental Nightfish. This has got the trio, the Band on the Run trio, Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney and Denny Laine. It's a Wings track. And the final one on number 7 on here has come out before on Wings at the Speed of Sound, Cook of the House. But it's still Wings. Okay, this one track has been out before, so it's not an unreleased or a lost Wings album track. But it's good that it's included in here. So Cook of the House has Linda McCartney, Paul McCartney, Denny Laine and Joe English on it. And in my mind, that makes it a Wings track because it was on a Wings album. This, at least half of it, is a lost Wings album. You can get it. It's been reissued recently. It might even have coloured vinyl. I'll just show you with the original. I don't know if you get it with the reissues because I don't have a reissue. This is an original one from '98. Comes with a very nice, very flimsy little poster. Open it up and then turn it the right way around. So there we are. As you can see, it's paper thin. Paper thin. Again, all photos of Linda. And then on the reverse, you've got stories about each of the tracks, who records on it, and the story behind the track itself. So they are my 4 contenders for lost Wings albums. Let me know if you can think of any more, or if you disagree with my choices. But I think I'm pretty okay there. But yeah, let me know if you disagree or if you can think of any more. I'd love to hear if you suddenly think, hang on a minute, they also appeared, all of them, on this. So let me know, and maybe we can include it. I mean, I know that they performed the odd track on other people's albums, but I'm not classing them as a Wings album. Rod Stewart and the like, and Ringo. They appeared on Ringo. But there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe down here. There's like a little thing for you to click on, and then up here there's some links to future videos. Check out my friend Sam Wiles' videos. He does the Paul or Nothing podcast. I was a guest on a few of his podcasts, and I was also a guest on one of his latest videos, just showing you bits from my collection. So if you're interested in that, check out Sam Wiles' podcast, Paul or Nothing. I'll tell you what, I'll even stick a little link on the end, so you can click on it, and you can get a look at my 5 top items that I chose out of my collection. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.